YouTube, it's Jen.
And Brad.
And we are here for our Week 50 lap band post-op update. And as always, we will start with the numbers. We're tricking you today. I'm on the other side. Fancy. And I'm wearing a shirt that I shouldn't be wearing, but I just got done working out. I don't know, random thoughts.
You shouldn't be wearing it because...
It's too big for me. And I accept that. But this is I've been sweaty and I just don't want to freeze to death. Okay, start with the numbers. I am 5'4" tall. Started this journey at 262 pounds. December 5th, which makes tomorrow my 1-year journiversary. That's my word I created. Or maybe it's been created, I don't know. 262 pounds. Last week, I was 178.8. This morning, I was 179.6, which is a 0.8 gain. I did get my period today, so not sure how much of that gain is a Thanksgiving eating fun all weekend gain, or if it's more of a period gain, because I wouldn't say I was super bad this week. So we shall see. And also, we're having issues with the scale, so I'll get more on that later. Go ahead. And I'm eating, sorry.
So did you say your total loss?
No, I'm not even.
Okay.
I'm brain dead. So a total loss of 82.4.
All right. 6 feet tall. Started at 320. Last week I was 220.2. This week I am 222. So it went up 1.8. So total loss still at 98. It is what it is. I think, and we're going to talk about it, ended up getting fills yesterday. So I think mine was more just 4+ weeks of in need of a fill, and then so just recommitting the exercises I mentioned last time and just getting back into it. So
you went out for a special work lunch, and I think that you may be having a little bit of sodium and water retention, and that the whole gain is not real.
But the fact that I was able to eat as much as I did eat, just because I know
you needed a fill. I'm just saying
that's why I'm not super concerned. 98 pounds is great. I'm still going to at least weigh myself tomorrow morning on the 1-year anniversary.
We're going to do a 1-year journiversary video.
Yeah.
It'll be short.
So it's 1 year from when we started the pre-op diet, and then obviously in 2 weeks we'll see where we are when we started.
1 year post-op.
1 year post-op. But I'd say all in all, very happy with how things have been this past year. Definitely best decision we ever made.
Oh, absolutely. The scale. I prior to today, loved our scale. We had a scale that we'd weigh ourselves in the morning. And just to make sure, especially when there was a good number, we'd weigh ourselves again like 30 seconds later. And no matter how many times we did that, it always gave the same number. So we felt confident that scale was giving us.
It's one of those digital ones that's supposed to shoot the electricity through your ass.
Yeah,
and come back with
that part. It hasn't worked for our body fat, whatever percentages.
Well, we never put on that feature.
No, we did it. When I do it, it always says error. So I don't care that it can't give me percentages, but it's always giving me very consistent weight scores. And we remodeled our house and got wood floors put in. So in doing that, they had to level the floors that have the wood floor on it. So that's why the scale has always been wonderful. It was great. No problems. This morning, it gave us all sorts of different readings. And so I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's the batteries. However, we just changed the batteries, like a couple weeks ago?
Months ago.
But it still gave inconsistent readings. So I'm a little frustrated, especially we're coming down to the 1 year and couldn't it break after 1 year and 1 day? I mean, come on. So we may need to be getting a new scale.
If that'll make you happy, we can do that.
If anybody has a really great scale that they love, leave it in the comment below. But that's that. So I'm a little frustrated because I don't know how real my numbers are. Not that I think I lost more.
Well, once you change the batteries, they were consistent.
No, I had two different weights.
Uh-oh. All right.
So, a little frustrated. What else? We got our fills.
Got our fills yesterday. I got a 0.3 fill, so I went from 7.2 to 7.5.
In a 10cc band.
In a 10cc band.
And I got a 0.3 fill. I went from 7.4 to 7.7. We normally get our fills by our doctor, but I was going to try the PA because I've used the PA a little bit, and she's really, really nice, and it's easier to get a PA appointment. So I use the PA, and while my doctor, I can go, let's go super aggressive, and the doctor will be like, sure, we'll put in, 42 cc's. The PA is more conservative, and she put in 0.3, and I'm like, come on, give me a little more, just a little more. And she's like, Jen, I'm looking at your records. When we give you an aggressive fill, you come back a couple days later saying you need an unfill. Let's just go slow and steady. So can't argue with that kind of logic now, can you? And then I'm going to go at the end of the year to get a fill under fluoroscopy, because to me, when I get a fill, I can't feel the water going down. To me, getting a fill is like when you go to the eye doctors and they cover one eye and they go, is it better one or better two? I have no idea. They're both bad. So we're going to do it under fluoroscopy, and that way she can look and tell me if I'm the right level of tightness. Are we just pausing here for an intermission? We'll just have a staring at each other interlude.
No, we talked about the fills.
We did our wedding outfit edition. I thought it was going to be more dramatic. I thought the wedding dress wouldn't fit me, but instead it was just me showing you what I wore in my wedding, which is really not.
Mine was good. I liked it.
Yours was exactly what I thought it was supposed to be. Mine was just like, here's my wedding dress. Look, it fits. Like, that wasn't really. So what else?
Do you want to talk about any events?
Lexi, seriously?
Come on, baby.
Sorry, she's
Any
just...
events or people we're going to be seeing?
We are going to be seeing, I am very excited. Sorry. We're going to see Ashley Grills this Saturday. Very, very excited. I'm hoping to see Gypsy Face Sarah in January. I just went to Shelly and the band's wedding. What else? Seriously, Lex? So I love meeting all the weight loss peeps, so if you are anywhere in Florida, especially if you go to Disney or any of the surrounding parks, I love meeting people, so let us know. What else? We don't have...
Quiet week.
Yes. I want to talk about, like, what we've done well and what we've done not so well, or what we can improve tomorrow. Like, I want to talk on our 1-year journiversary. Okay. I want to talk about, like...
Why don't we talk about those questions we filled out for Dr. Jessie?
Well, we can do all that. That's like a big picture. But this is our week wrap-up. Anything else to wrap up for the week?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We're just you're sitting here watching us look at each other thinking about what we could be talking about.
We did some jogging this weekend, and nothing super exciting.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. You're just really watching us.
And Jen didn't figure out the shout-outs.
I don't think we had anybody.
Oh, really?
Nobody loved us this week. No shout-outs.
Well, no new people loved us.
No new people loved us. We love all of our old subscribers. We love everybody. I guess that is it.
Okay.
Is there anything else you want to talk about?
I got nothing.
Okay. So
I gave away a suit to, we were going through the closet and I found an old suit. And I'm like, oh, look, a new suit. So I went to put it on, and it was a 54, which is about 8 sizes too big in men's suits. So we gave that to the doctor's office. I love that suit.
It was a beautiful suit. You probably wore it 1, maybe 2 times.
About that.
So hopefully there's somebody at the doctor's office that
knew this suit.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I'm gonna do more shopping in the closets. That's our one big thing for the end of the year when we take time off from work, is to go through the closets and at least organize so I can find my smaller stuff.
And look under the beds.
And look under the beds. That's not where we hide hostages. That's where we keep the clothes. But yeah, I'm still scared to death to give anything away. Even things that I'm like, oh, that's... Like, even things now that as I get smaller, I'm like, oh, I really don't like that. I'm not going to wear that. I want to hold on to it in case I gain the weight back, and in case I gain
So at a minimum, we're trying to convince Jen to at least get rid of ugly fat clothes.
Yeah,
If you want to keep nice fat clothes for some bizarre reason...
I'm a chicken. I am really, really... I have no faith that I am going to keep this weight off.
Jen and I actually talked about this in the waiting room of the doctor's office yesterday, because there was a woman there who, just we struck up a conversation with, and she said, oh, this is her 3 years out from having lap band, and she had lost 68 pounds, and then she ended up putting a bunch of weight back on, and, so she's kind of coming back to the doctor to see about getting a fill and starting to kind of start her journey again. And that's when Jen kind of turns to me again. She's like, see, that's why I don't think it's going to work long term. I don't think it's going to work. And I said, all the people that we've seen or talked to who've had issues is because, like, for instance, this woman in the waiting room, her husband was there, but he's not a lap band patient. They were actually having a conversation as to where they were going to go for dinner that night. And he's like, oh, I want to go to this place because I really like this dish or that. And she's like, well, I can't eat any of those things there. He's like, well, I want a sandwich. We're in it together. We've got each other as a support mechanism. And that's why I think those of you who are married or, if you're single and you're going it alone, or the people who are married and your spouse isn't doing it also, more power to you, because it's that much harder to get someone to understand what you're going through. And the fact that we've got each other, we're there to help be the support mechanism. We're there to help keep each other committed.
I'm like the Debbie Downer today because we did Weight Watchers together. He lost 90, I lost 60, and you know what? Afterwards, I gained 100, you gained
130.
Yeah, so we did that together, and so
like I said though in the beginning, the reason why I really took to wanting to do lap band is because with Weight Watchers, you're in essence dieting till you get to a point where you lose weight, and you don't really have a tool that helps you understand what a proper portion size should be. And that's why I always said, and it's not that I ever ate bad things. I mean, I loved fruits and vegetables. I always just ate way too much of it. I needed a tool that, aside from having a person walk around behind me and slap the food out of my hand, could help me get fuller faster and stay fuller longer.
Okay,
and that's what my lap band does
right,
for me.
and your lap band is doing that. I am
obviously
not
yours
yet
is doing
into,
it too.
I'm using more willpower than I am.
And that's why we keep getting fills, because we're not there yet.
Right, and I'm just frustrated because I have not found this elusive green zone.
Okay.
I feel like I always have to tell myself stop eating, and so I feel I'm just worried. I'm worried, and I'm just being honest with everybody because, I watch videos of people, and some people are like, it was Thanksgiving, but I didn't eat too much. My lap band won't let me. And I'm thinking, my lap band will let me, it won't let me eat bread or pasta or rice. But if I stay away from that, my lap band's like, go for it. Eat what you want. It doesn't stop me from a portion perspective. So, and maybe I just don't have it adjusted correctly yet. Maybe doing it under fluoroscopy is going to be helpful. I don't know. I'm just keeping it real, and I'm telling you guys, my real concern is I don't have faith in myself.
But I also think the weeks in which you've had gains, it's not because your lap band lets you eat as much as you want. It was probably the weeks in which you ate shit. So if you're eating lap band approved food,
I don't feel like I eat garbage. I feel like I eat the same type of food all the time. And
that's where the journaling comes
in.
If I were to say, okay, let's pull up your MyFitnessPal and take a look, I'd be scrolling for a while to find when you started logging stuff.
I stopped journaling.
So if you were to actually put in there, even if it's the crap you're eating, you'll see on the weeks that probably, by our own admission, we both said, man, that whole false sense of security of, oh look, I ate shit and I still lost, half a pound. Maybe my body really does think I should eat cake every week. No, it doesn't think that. So that's why I'm thinking, that's why, we used to joke, oh, the size of my cup is way bigger than everyone else's cup. But it worked because I was still eating the lap band, quote unquote, approved foods. It's when we started eating
now
the crap.
You're letting people think that all I do is eat crap.
No,
No,
I'm not saying that. We know this
you
past
have less
week,
than a minute to yell at me, so keep going.
I know it's going to work. I think you focus on the outlying negative things rather than all the positive successful things.
We are going to watch this video a year from now. We're going to see if maybe my attitude has changed. Maybe I got a better attitude. Maybe my lap band will find its green zone and its purpose.
Exactly.
But I'm just telling you guys.
Because we've also said, even once we get to our goal weight, we're always going to keep going to Dr. Jesse.
Absolutely. I'm just letting people know that, I'm still fearful and I'm still,
I'm right there with you. We've not had long-term success in anything we've done so far.
And now, since we're running out of time, we have to stop it. But we will do another video tomorrow to let you know what.
And you Instagrammed your Christmas pictures?
Yes.
Okay. Just want to make sure you share that. All right. Bye, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.